That's right. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Sacy, is joining us. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you, sir.
You want to leak anything else for us?
I mean, no, I'm not Zach.
How's your fracture looking?
I mean, that's a good question.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Zach, don't worry.
Okay, I was going to say, you don't want to elaborate on any of that. I got to do my journalistic integrity by following up, you know.
Zach doesn't even know Abiz. So
Okay.
He doesn't know anything. So he's going to learn probably like next week.
Yeah. Okay, well, I got to ask you, Sacy, like, how important was that break that you all took? Because it seems like y'all really have come back refreshed. Like, how important was that for you?
I think it's a little bit of mix like with being read from the other teams and like being tired. So like we got this combo and we actually like went so bad on first play. It didn't look like us, you know, like the way that we show up in Madrid was so different from like first play. And now we had the time to rest, but we also had the time to build like some new strategies for this split, and it's been working so far.
Yeah, it's been cool to see, like, especially like the different changes on Lotus, whether it was the double Senti comp or playing the Breach too. So it's good the team has done a lot of work. But for you specifically, was there like a focus of yours in that time off for your own personal improvement?
Honestly, yeah, I was like playing more Valorant, of course, but I mean, I'm a guy that likes strats, right? So when the new map comes out, new meta, like new duelists, and I'm that guy that's like gonna study this and gonna give it to the team my input about it. So maybe it's that.
So that's essentially what you're possibly doing with Abyss when that comes into play, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Abyss, like I have some good ideas already. It's a pretty open map. There's like some weird plays that you can do, like with TP, with dash, like with raise movement. So yeah, I think it's gonna be fun.
So you're playing ISO, you're playing Raze, you're playing Yoru. Triple duelist comp is.
No, people on the internet need to learn to not trust Zach. Like whatever Zach is saying, he's just trolling. He's just a troll kid. He knows how to shoot.
I'll take a note of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we saw quite an amazing performance today. I want you to kind of like, can you walk us back, like, you know, going up against C9 on that first map? What were your thoughts?
I mean, honestly, we had a good attack. I felt like we could be like a 9-3. We had some like rounds, like some whiffs, I guess. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna like throw names here, but like some whiffs, you know. But even with the whiffs, we still had like a good round, a good control of the game. So when it came to defense, it got like so easy because we could read them based on their comp because they have like a breach gecko. They don't have like an info agent. So like the way that you play against this, it's like loading default like we did on attack. So you kind of like, how can I explain it? It's not like me being like, okay, not against anything against Cloud9, but it was really easy to read them during the series.
Did you feel that on Split as well? Because across both of your games, on defense, you lost pistol and round 2 on Split. Like, they didn't win any rounds on attack versus you with rifles.
I mean, Split is different because Split, I feel like it's our best map. You know, like we have been playing since the beginning of the year. And we also feel like comfortable playing against any comp, against any team. So not specifically like against Cloud9, but on Haven, it was easier because of comp. But on Split, it was like a mirror comp. So you kind of like know how to play against it already. So you kind of felt like home.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think, you know, you're taking anything away from Cloud9 in what you're saying. I mean, I think a lot of it is a testament to John QT's IGLing. Like, can you speak to that, like some of the call-outs that he was making?
Yeah, John is always like, we always throw info at him, like, oh, they're doing this, they did that last round. And so he managed to like collect all the info and make a call around it. But it also like come from Jordan and me as well, like on mid-round about the reads. So we are kind of like flowing. I feel like this is pretty different on Sentinels, comparing ourselves like Madrid Sentinels and Sentinels on second split, because we have been working a lot of mid-round. And I feel like we built a good synergy between me, Jordan, and John. So yeah, it's been working so far.
Is the three of you, are you making a lot of those calls regardless of side, or is that more of a defensive-sided thing? I
mean, it's on both, actually. Okay. Yeah, John's the guy like, John's the boss. Yeah. So whatever he says, we follow. But we are always like giving him ideas and options as well. So, but he's the guy that like do the last call. So that's it.
Yeah, well, you know, John, he's building a cinematic, you know, movie with you all. You know, he is pure cinema, as they constantly say.
Yep, that's the joke.
Yeah, that is a joke. I'm going to keep it running. I'm going to keep it going. But anyways, we definitely have Sin Society here, Sin City. They're in the chat right now. And we have a Twitch question, which reads, Kaplan talked about sharing the load after Madrid. Have you had more input on strats and comps since then? And that's coming from Cosmic Abyss. Speaking of Abyss.
Sharing the load? Okay. Yeah, Kaplan like did a pretty good job. And we also like, we have been working together for 1.5 years, me and Cap, and we have been building synergies since then. So we are always working like together on strats as well. So every idea he has, he always come to me and he want to know my opinion about it. And I always give him like good ideas because I also like to study the game, as I said before. So yeah, I've been like working with a lot of strats and comp a lot on this team.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that helps with, overall team synergy too, because I mean, you've been on the team for a while, so it kind of makes sense that, he would come to you.
Yeah, I mean, the hardest part, honestly, for me, talking English.
Yeah.
Talking English, speaking English, like sometimes I like translate Portuguese to English in my head. It was like, on the beginning it was so hard, but now like I'm feeling more comfortable, like, and also I feel more confident on calling as well. So I feel like I'm being like more active on mid-round.
That's awesome. Well, you know what? We are past the halfway point of Super Week, so let's take a look at our current standings. Ooh, I got the Thunder. All right, now as you can see, y'all are moving up. SEN,
Number 2 spot.
Yes, 2 spot, just below Leviathan, but you're in that comfortable, I would say. You're in a comfortable spot right now. So looking at the standings, what's your take, Sacy?
I'm relieved.
Yeah, you're relieved.
You started stage 1 was rough, like senior was awesome.
Well, to be honest, we still have a long way to go because, I mean, of course we want VCT Americas, we want to win.
Absolutely.
But we also want so hard to go as first seed on champs because we want champs.
Absolutely.
That's the goal.
Now, we have to mention this. Like your next match is going to be against G2.
Yeah.
Curious, what are your thoughts?
Oh no, G2 is a good team.
Yeah.
No, G2 is playing good since Madrid, so they are a team that I respect them really hard. I think VALORANT is a great IGL as well. He played so good on first split, and I think he was one of the main reason that G2 qualified, to be honest. And I think it's going to be a good match, and it's going to be important for both of us.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one to watch. I also think like John versus Valen in the calling department is going to be really fun. But we've got more matches coming up, of course, just tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's right. Super Week continues tomorrow with 2 more matches. First, it's Jogamo versus Aspas, and we're starting the day with Evil Geniuses taking on Leviathan. And then it's a Brazilian showdown between Loud and Furia.
Sacy, you've got to tell me about that second game. What is going on with Loud?
Yes.
I mean, it's tough, right? They did some changes on their team. Like Brian's coming as well. Like Brian's on Loud, back on Loud again, and they have those duelist thing. Sadhack is playing duelist. Sometimes it's duelist. And I think they still like they only need time to work. They are a good team. They are good players. But I think Loud's gonna win.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to wait and see. That's it for us today. Thank you all so much for watching. Sacy, thank you for joining us. There's plenty of Super Week to come, so stick around and we'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks so much, man. Time for us to see what today is all about. Let's get day 3 of Super Week underway. Today, it's all about family NRG versus G2.
If this NRG team wants a chance to make playoffs and get a shot at redemption, they're taking on G2 Esports, a squad that is in the best form we have ever seen from them. They finished 3rd at Masters Shanghai.
Oh, this could absolutely backfire entirely on NRG. Striking wide the eye and his hop is still Leaf from behind. He'll answer back at G2. Are removing all of them. Out through the back of the site though. Now playing with a bit of a blitzering play. The trade is immaculate at Ethan. Out through the back, he's going to try and drop this one and drop the bodies. No way, what is that? There were definite chances for NRG, don't get me wrong, but that was a masterclass. Beginning to end for G2. It's covered, Ethan. Re-swinging out there in through the smoke though, Leaf. It's a fox in a pen. Finally, Ethan lands a shot and cleans him up. And the adjustment. Walled up, not expected. Still going to be sticking this one out and through. Doubled up, running through. And it is FNS. No longer the extra element out towards Showers. Fallin. This was clinical. I mean, it's a 2-0 victory. It came with well-drilled ideas, both the maps that we saw.
Stage 2 has seemingly revitalized Sentinels, giving them a new lease on life. But is it possible for Cloud9 to knock Sin City off the map and start working their way north of the equator?
A tap of the spike, a dare, a challenge, a beckon for a swing, and only one foul finds the second. I thought they were going to be able to mitigate a lot of that damage off of the beginning, but Oxy just begins to tee off on the other side. Now 10's patiently waiting.
What?
It's a dead man walking. Oh! And that is the biggest difference maker here. 3-4 for the controller. Second with Blades online. They're not finding lethality, but he stays alive. What a slaughter. Sentinels obliterate Cloud9 on Haven. Celsius on the prowl. Look at his positioning. Look at his timing. Look at his discipline. 2 found. Outside of A main, Vanity still trying to control that.
A crossfire on the actual B site itself. They moose.
Now they've turned their attention towards A. The paranoia is out, protecting and Celsius hold the line. What an angle.
Here you go. He feels it. He can sense it. Everyone from Sentinels firing, and they close out their map pick of Split.
They obliterate Cloud9 in 2-0 fashion.